Can you tell us some of your just interests, hobbies, things like that?
My interests and hobbies. Currently, like dancing and basketball. Uh, I guess sometimes drawing, and just generally like watching TV, movies, generic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything interesting recently?
Not well. Coming up, Hollow Mixer, Filipino Student
Yes.
Association. Yeah. So I'm part of like that dance group, that's doing like multiple performances that are like traditional and modern. So that's cool. We're rehearsing a lot.
So why did you end up joining Empathy Bytes?
So with my computer science major, I kind of wanted it to like have a big impact on people, and so the way the Empathy Bytes works is that it helps other. I'm very much like a people person, and so in my work and my interest in going into like the tech field is like helping other people, like helping facilitate like understanding between people. And I think Empathy Bytes really like stands for that, with the different collections that we're making. So that's kind of what got me into Empathy Bytes. Is I wanted to like learn how to use my skills to like facilitate that understanding and connection between people.
What have you worked on in these past semesters?
Specifically for App Team, I've helped like input like the 3D models, and kind of redesign the app because, when I first came in, the app was mostly like, they were mostly focusing on like functionality, so if the buttons worked, but not necessarily like if the buttons were like easy to like read or like understand, and like easy to navigate like the buttons, and like the lists.
So you want to make sure that like all the work that we've put in is like user friendly and that it's easy
Right.
for people to access and understand.
Yes, definitely user friendly. Because I mean that's also part of like my interest is like in the UI UX field. So I want everyone to like, it's like sensible to know like how the app works and like how it flows, if that makes sense.
How do you think this will contribute to like your work in the field and how it's prepared you to work in the field in the like UI UX sense?
Yeah. In the UI UX sense, well, I think it definitely helped. I took like a UI class last semester, and so I kind of used like the organization, the organization that we used, in this VIP team, and I put that into my like prototype, my high fidelity prototype that I made on Figma, about like, um, we made a Figma on, what is it called, like the office hours like queues. Because I know in like the College of Computing there's a lot of like, there's like long queues, and there wasn't like a standardized way of like controlling that and navigating that, and so we made that. And I guess I kind of took inspiration from this VIP team and like how I planned on organizing the app. And then just generally for like my work experience, like I would want to develop apps, that are like user friendly for people. I know like at some point I want to help like businesses make their own apps and like websites. And so this kind of gave me insight on like, I guess like brainstorming and then like just the whole like development process of like making an app or a website, and then like, was it like fulfilling that, if that makes sense.
All right, so do you have any other parting thoughts, comments, concerns while we wrap this up?
I definitely think overall it's been a good experience. It definitely pulled me out of my comfort zone just because it's a little less structured than like what I'm usually used to with like project work. So I think it definitely got me ready to go like into the field and just like figure things out on my own. So